that even as the corona hopefully comes to an end, we'll be good to go. But so far, so good.
Okay. So, looking forward to that. So now, our topic today on the Safaricom live chat. By the way, welcome to the live chat. It's your first time here. Trust me, Charlie Karomi will take care of you today. Don't worry. All we need from you is we need your brains and your expertise at this. You're the head of training and communication, and most importantly, client services at Centonomy. So you know the importance of a client, of a customer. So what we're talking about today is understanding your customer. Let me ask you, Sheba, why is that even important? Why do you really need to understand your customer? And what does that mean? Let's say niko na biashara ya kuuza mayai. What does it mean to understand my customer?
Hello.
Oh, so, now I can hear you. Yes.
Now you can hear me. Perfect.
Yes.
What I'm saying is why it's important to understand your customers is, I know you asked that question, are your clients right?
Yes.
Maybe the word is not always, but truly they are right. As a business owner, you need them. You need them to give them the revenue for them to give you the revenue that you need. And why it's so important is because as a business owner, your role is to satisfy your customers' needs better than anyone else out there. So when you think about all your competition, when you think about in your industry, what it is that you do, you have to remember your role is to make sure you satisfy their needs. If you don't satisfy their needs, it means you don't understand them and they will not come to you. And you know what, Charlie, lack of understanding your customers' needs is like, it's like committing suicide, if I could use that word. It leads to you doing very inefficient in your business. You know, you end up selling the wrong things in the wrong way, or even selling the right things in the wrong way. So what happens if you don't understand your clients is you end up realizing your sales will drop in your business. Like, you know what, even if you're selling mutura or tomatoes or you are a boutique, if you don't understand your clients very well, it means your sales will drop, your business will fail. And then you know what, you're left there wondering, or even you're left there guessing, what do you do next? Then it ends up leading into blame games that the economy is not doing well, our country is not doing well, or the government is not doing so well. So it's really important to understand that you're here to satisfy your clients' needs.
So I love practical examples. Now we mentioned, which one do you want to go with? Nimesema kuna biashara moja maybe ya kuuza mayai, ingine ya motura. Which one are you comfortable with? Ndivyo you break down understanding a customer.
Wacha tuongee juu ya mayai.
Mayai.
Tuongee juu ya mayai.
Okay, tell me about that. How, in practical terms, nauza mayai, what does it mean to understand my customer, for example?
So here's what is clear. The most important thing is to remember to think about the person who's coming to buy those eggs from you. Yeah. If you're a person who sells eggs, please remember it's not about the eggs. Yeah. Your customers need, in this case, anataka kushiba. Yeah, let's say you sell boiled eggs. It means what your client is going through that time, their current problem is they're hungry. They need nourishment, right?
Yes.
So if you fail to understand that, you may end up providing a product or a service that they really do not need. So being able to understand what my clients desire at the moment is what enables you to end up thinking about or asking the right questions. So what's the ideal thing that I can do to help my client at the moment? So that by the time unaenda kuanza hiyo biashara ya mayai ama to even scale it, ama increase, it's because, you know what, your customers have told you what we need is some eggs, or what we need is some protein. So for me, what I'm trying to say, Charlie, it's so important to understand your client's problem at that time. It's about the problem. It's not about the product.
Okay. I like that, which actually leads us to our next question. It's understanding the problem, understanding what your customer needs. Senior, so Kenya wanahitaji. So what how do you identify, are there some key customer needs? Like, speaking very generally, are there needs that across all businesses, mayai, motura, kuuza nguo, are there specific needs that go across the board?
So first, let me say something about customer needs.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing that we always need to remember as business owners is our customers' needs or our customers' problems. I like to look at needs as a problem. Sindio? So by the time client anakuja kwako, it's because they've seen there's a problem you can solve for them. So one of the things all of us who are listening to this session today is to always remember your client's problems may not change even 10 years down the line.
Yes.
The need, for example, tuangalio yo biashara ya mayai, the need for your client to be kushiba, to be satisfied.
Yes.
Yeah. The need for your client to be strong, to have the right nutrients in their body, it will never end, right? But you know what? Products can easily change.
Yeah.
So always remember that your customers' needs will not change like the way jobs change. Needs are usually stable. So what is most important for you is to understand what are my needs, what are my clients' needs today, right now. Even right now when we've been hit by COVID, make sure even if you are running a specific business, let's say in your biashara ya mutura, and then right now people are not moving from one place to the other as much as they used to. People are not coming to the bus station as much as they used to, and that's where you are located. What is most important for you is to think, but what is their problem? So if their problem was, hunger in this case, or how they enjoy, nice things, it's about you to think, okay, how do I make sure I supply it to them? How do I make sure that I solve this problem? And now to answer your question, how do you identify customer needs?
Yes.
I would like to share, there are a couple of ways. It's not only one way. There are a couple of ways, and allow me to share that. Number one is a good old word, research. But sai nataka kui break down a little bit more.
Okay, please, yes.
If you have a pen and paper wherever you are, if you're listening, because sai na feel ni kama tuko class, research means you need to be able to understand your industry. Kama we ni biashara ya mutura ama biashara ya mayai, which industry are you in, Charlie?
I want to say food.
Food.
Am I correct? Yes.
But it is food industry. So it means for you is you as a biashara owner, you need to be going to start studying. So what's going on in the food industry in the area you are in? Kama uko Kisii, kama uko Nairobi, kama uko Machakos, it's going to start now to find out. And one of the ways I like to tell my clients in class is, number one, how do you conduct the right research? First thing, list all the products or services that exist to solve your client's problem.
Okay.
Sawa? So let's say for example, in this case, because now we are going with the mayai biashara, if you realize that the problem for my clients is getting affordable, nourishing food, hiyo ndio shida yao. So what you need to do is sit down as a biashara owner and write all the products or services that exist in your industry to solve that particular problem.
Okay, so mayai,
that's one way of research. Uandike zote. Yams, si umeona hata wenye wanauzanga crisp zile za yams, pia ni healthy. You have to write all the products or services that exist to solve that problem. That's one way of conducting industry research. Another way, Charlie, of conducting industry research, you can take your pen and paper as a biashara owner and write all the alternative uses for the current product or service you are selling. Are we together?
Explain.
List down all the alternative uses. You know what? An egg can do, you need to think about what are the other alternative uses for this product. So it ends up helping you to realize you don't only have one market or one type of client. Someone who sells eggs, if you are narrow-minded or if you've not done your research, you might end up thinking, easy eggs nitauzia tu wale watu wana. But if you think, what are the other alternative uses, you may even realize, you know what, you can make an egg salad, True.
Yes.
You can make an egg sandwich. Is that true? Yeah. So it's about breaking down nini ingine hii product inaweza fanya.
Okay, now pia on the side unaweza uza even raw eggs because maybe you're around an store yenye watu wanataka kubuy mayai.
Exactly. Na kuna maybe watu wanasema me I prefer making my own eggs the way I like them. So you can start thinking about that so that you don't just focus yourself on thinking it's the way I want. I'll do this biashara the way I want or the way I was taught.
Okay.
It's by really understanding what are the other alternative uses and can I explore them?
Yeah.
Naweza zijaribu. Is it possible that I'm limiting myself to this one way of doing things? Right?
Okay.
Now, another way, Charlie, kabla tumalize hii ya research, another way for you to conduct research in your industry, right, is to sit back. As you can hear me, I keep on saying take a pen, take a paper. Ni kumaanisha mwanabiashara lazima kuwe na paper and pen every time to write down your thoughts, right? Ask yourself, how many businesses does it take to make and get this product to the customer? Ni biashara ngapi zina exist kutengeneza na kupeleka hii product to the customer? Are we together? Let me give an example. Na hiyo ya mayai bado. Sawa? Let's say you're currently an egg seller, a boiled egg seller.
Yes.
How many businesses does it take to make and get those eggs to the customer along the road? Number one, you definitely need a chicken farm.
Yes.
There is a chicken farmer somewhere who is farming chickens, isn't it?
Yes.
Who is rearing them to make sure they are eggs, isn't it? There is a transporter of those eggs.
Azileta
right?
Uko.
Anazileta kutoka huko hadi huku. Nini ingine? Kuna wholesaler. Labda wewe ni retail, unaenda tu unabuy kadhaa alafu kwa mtu mwenye ni wholesale, si ndio? Kuna shop kule unaenda kubuy. So what I'm trying to say is, as a business owner, because you see, when you're a biashara person, you're always thinking about how do I grow my business? How do I go to the next level? How to go to the next level requires you to understand what we call value chain. Ama ni watu wangapi wako involved kwa hii biashara from beginning to the end. So that you can start asking yourself, am I in the right place? Or if I am an egg seller right now, when I grow up or when my business grows up, what do I want it to be? Do I want it to be the chicken farm? Do I want it to be the wholesaler? Do I want it to be a retail shop? Do I want it to be a restaurant or a place where I cook? But if you do not understand the businesses that take to make and get the product to the customer, you can or you can find yourself doing what is not giving you the most out of your a lot of your hard work. Are we together, Charlie?
Yeah, we are together. So it's all about like, if you understand that chain, maybe in the future you can go from seller and be seller and retailer. I'm a seller. At one point you can even be all the way from the farmer. When do you produce, when do you transport, when do you user, na when do you zipika.
Exactly. Lakini kufika huko ulifanya hiyo research ku understand nani wako hapo. So tumeongea juu ya research. Another way, Charlie, you can identify customer needs is to conduct what I call customer interviews. Unaona kama hii interview yenye tunafanya sahi. Ama ile interview ya kwenda kwa job. Speaking to your current and potential customers, ama wale customers you served a while ago. Go and have a conversation with them. Even now, sorry?
No, I understand. Like maybe if we're using, let's switch from example ya mayai. Let's say na nunua nguo. I have a mtumba seller hapo hivyo. Akiniuzia hapo hivyo tisho na nisho, by the way bana, unatakanga what kind of clothes do you want? I could expand my business. So just it doesn't have to be like sit down hapo hivyo tuonge. It can be like a casual thing, just getting to know them. And
the good thing about it, by the way, you're not just asking about the product. Kama wewe ni mwenye unauza hizo nguo. If you're the one who's selling the clothes, pia unamuuliza nikuulize, what fashion yako unapenda? What do you usually like?
Yeah.
Wewe hapo you just taking mental notes or even you are writing.
Yeah.
Which kind of shoes do you like? Do you like easy Oxford ama unapenda ngoma ama unapenda heels? Unaanza kumuuliza, when was the last time, let's say ni wewe Charlie, and then we are talking and you tell me I like shirts. What I like is shirts.
Yes.
And then Charlie, I ask you, so what kind of shirts? Do you like hizi za kufunga huku juu ama you guys you have different kind of shirts. So the idea with customer interviews ni uweze kuelewa client, what has disturbed them in the past, what has been frustrating for them. I can give an example because tunaongea juu ya nguo sai. Can I give an example with a friend of mine? So a friend of mine runs an online shop inaitwa Rika Wardrobe, and she sells everything at 600 bob, kila kitu. So ukiniona hivi zangu zinakuanga 600 bob. But what I really like about her, kabla anunue vitu ama kabla anicall aniambie stock imekuja, before she calls and says there's new stock, she will send me a WhatsApp message and says, Shaba, do you have some time? Can we talk? Namwambia, I have some time. And she will ask me, so how is the weather? How are you doing? What are you interested in? Nguo zipi unapenda? Is it dresses? Is it skirts? What should I try to bring for you this time? That enables you to make sure that you serve the client what they need, not what you think they need.
Okay. I understand that, because if you're on the example ya nguo, if you're going to unaenda Gikomba kutafuta stock yako, unaleta vitu zenye Charlie hataki. Charlie won't buy things that Charlie doesn't need or doesn't want. You bring me a jacket and I already have 50. I'm like, it's a nice jacket, but staki. So you might be doing zero work, badala ya kuuliza specifically what they want and then solving that specific need.
Exactly. And every time you ask these questions, Charlie, we are challenged. Unajua hii kampuni inaitwa Toyota. Every car ahead of you is always a Toyota.
I've heard about it somewhere.
You've heard about it somewhere, So what usually happens when the owners of these companies, one of the things they did is they have this method where they always ask why to their customers. Why do you say you want this type of a car? Why do you say you want this kind of fuel consumption? So hata wewe kama una own boutique, mtu akikwambia I like shirts, unamuuliza why. Whatever answer they give you, you ask why. And you're even challenged to ask why 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, you know why, Charlie?
Why?
Because when you ask why 5 times, you are able to identify the underlying problems. Do you know, many times if you ask me, Shaba, so how are you feeling? The very first time nitakwambia, mimi niko poa, things are okay, tunaendelea tu na hii mambo ya corona. But if you keep asking me, what do you mean? Why? Ebu tell me more. That's when you start digging deeper and understanding more about me and what I'm going through. So if you want to understand customer needs, make sure you keep on asking them why. Lakini you have to be very tactical as well.
It's a conversation. A nice conversation.
It's a conversation. Yeah.
Okay. Research customer interviews, but not like sit down and just a casual conversation. Call your customer, get to know them a little bit better.
Yeah, and even you can use, right now, many people, we are not meeting physically, right? We're not meeting physically, so it also means you have to be creative a bit. So if your page uko kwa Facebook, kama site, I know we are live on Facebook, make sure your pages or even your businesses are also online. Na pia uko na WhatsApp business, you see. So you're able to communicate with clients even from a technology point of view. You don't need to say nitaongea nao corona ikiisha. No, you can even speak to them on Insta stories. Unajua kwa Insta stories kuna kuanga na ile kitu inauliza ask me a question or let me ask you a question and then you give me feedback. So it's really important to also ask ourselves ni njia gani ingine unaweza tumia to talk to your customers other than physical.
Okay, so I'm learning, and I hope you're learning as well. Remember, you are tuned in to the Safaricom live chat. Hashtag do more with M-Pesa. Right here on this side. You're on this side of me, I believe, on camera. Right here on my side, we have Madam Sheba Njagi. She's the head of training, communications, and client services at Centonomy. And she's here today for you. Remember, Safaricom, we are here for you. She's here for you to help you understand how to understand your customer, because customer is king in every single business. Remember, we are live on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. And you see that comment section napo ivotini. That's the way to link you up with Madam Sheba. If she can answer any question, just tell us right now, what questions do you have in understanding your customer? Tafadhali tell us. I will address your questions in just a bit. Madam Sheba, tutaendelea na hizo maswali tu in just a bit, but let me ask you something. Are there like some key customer needs? Let's say someone hasn't even started a biashara. Si tunaongea story ya biashara, maybe ya mayai, ya nguo. Are there some basic customer needs if I'm thinking about starting a business? I know customers need to eat. I know customers need to be transported. Are there some general needs that me as someone who's thinking about starting a business, I can explore out of your vast experience?
Yeah, that's a good question, Charlie. For me, what I say is, first of all, you get to understand your customers' needs when you look at your environment. Yeah. So it's not me to tell you, angalia food industry, angalia clothes industry, angalia all these industries. For you is to look around where you are at right now and be very observant. When you're observant, you're able to start seeing what certain problems people are going through. I'll give an example. Where I stay, a while back, it was a Maram road, bado hawako wametamak, right? And getting from the road kwa stage all the way na huko ndani, it was a really difficult task.
Okay.
If you didn't have a car, and not everybody has a car. So if someone was very careful and observant, they could have been coming around and realizing there are people who are always walking from the stage so many kilometers on a Maram dusty road, and they are tired after a long day's work.
True.
Yeah. And if you see that's a problem, you're even able to stop one of them na unamuuliza, where do you stay? Hauchoki? And then they start telling you things and you realize, you know what? And by the way, that's how they started having some borders near the road. Yeah. Okay. Because someone saw someone's problem and then they asked themselves, how can I solve that problem?
Okay.
I am also thinking about, let's look at an area where that people have been struggling a lot with, takataka. There's an interesting program we have at Centonomy. We are very young people. So one of the groups, the young people, came back to me and said, in our estate, we are really suffering because we are mahali a bit inside, and takataka companies don't come to collect trash. So, we find it's a really terrible problem in terms of environmental, protection and how things look. So they ask themselves, that's a problem that those estate people were going through. So when they noticed that problem, they started now asking themselves, how can we solve this problem? So all I can tell you, if you haven't started a biashara yet, look for what problems people are going through around your area, around your community, around your town, and start asking yourself, and even start talking to them and asking yourself, how can you solve that? In your capacity.
What can you do? Okay, so there are some few general ones: food, catering, transport, but all you need to do is just look around. Katu hivi mtaani uangalie venye watu wana live, what they are doing, and how you can solve a problem that they have. Okay, I'm learning a lot. Can you see me taking notes? I know you can. I hope you can see me taking notes. I'm taking all the notes, and I hope you're taking notes as well watching. We are on the hashtag Do More with M-Pesa, the Safaricom live chat with Madam Sheba, who's telling us how to understand our customer, because in any business, customer is king. Now, we'd asked you that poll question before. In the business yenye uko nayo, is the customer always right? And you guys, you need to tell me right now. We're going to come back and see what you guys are saying, what kind of businesses that you're running, because we love hearing from you. And we're also telling you how to hashtag do more with M-Pesa. M-Pesa is here to empower you and help you do more with your business. Yani, it's easing the load in a crazy way. You wouldn't even believe the amount of things you can do with M-Pesa, that M-Pesa tail with your business. Coming up right now, actually, let's show you another video of another business that is using Lipa na M-Pesa to empower themselves and to make their processes so much simpler. Check this out up next.
M-Pesa is a big benefit to small and medium-sized businesses. Being an electronic payment service helps small and medium-sized businesses handle challenges that come with cash handling. E-payments is better records and reconciliation. And you could argue an SME that wants to be digitized, what you're calling a digital SME today, electronic payments will be core to what they do, not just for internal use, but also they are creating vital information that is used for services such as credit. Small and medium-sized businesses are of big importance to Kenyan economy. First of all, economic production, creation of employment. In fact, statistics show that 70% of new employment is coming from small and medium-sized businesses. And if you look at the contribution to GDP, about 40% means that if a country wants to grow the economy, a big focus needs to go to the small and medium-sized businesses. M-Pesa is changing, and we have a big focus on small and medium-sized businesses. Not just an electronic payment service, but we are building vital rails that will lead to SME empowerment. You could say that what we're investing in is technologies and services that will not just enable an SME to collect e-payments, but full empowerment. We are now going more into very segment-specific products. In 3 months alone, we have introduced 3 services that are tailored for small and medium-sized businesses. We introduced Biashara Till in May, which is evolution of Lipa na M-Pesa, and this gives a small business ability to collect payments and make all the business payment outward out of the business till, and that's why we're calling it a Biashara Till. Then we've layered Biashara Till now with a smart app, both iOS and Android, which significantly improves the user experience, and it's gaining popularity. This has been introduced in the month of June. We've also introduced another solution, which is a micro business wallet, and it's recognizing their nature. We want to keep them as individual as they are, as mobile as they are, but on top of the mobile phones, we are layering a wallet which is used for business transactions. This way, they can start collecting payments and separate the payments from their personal funds, which is a good start for better records and start the process of building a profile around their business.
Safaricom is for you.
And that is how you can hashtag do more with M-Pesa. Do you see all the amazing things that you can do? You need to go right now to your phone, *234# option number 2, or go online, m-pesa for business.co.ke. That's M-Pesa for business.co.ke. Join the community, make your business, make your operations so much simpler. You are tuned in to the Safaricom live chat, where we're helping you hashtag do more with M-Pesa. We've been holding some talks with some experts from Centonomy who are helping us with our businesses in many things, but today specifically we're talking about understanding your customer, and she's been here all day to help us out with this. Madam Sheba, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
We're still together.
Kabisa.
Kabisa. Oh yeah, I was being told you have a pet dog. His name is Charlie, just like me.
Yes, and his surname is Boy.
Charlie boy. Very nice. But I love dogs, and shout out to you. You see, Charlie is such a nice name. That is why I'm Charlie Karomi, and that's why I know people love the name. And I love tell Charlie boy I said hi to him. So anyway, we're about to wrap this up. We're still asking people on our comment section, what kind of business do you run? And in your business, is the customer always right? We would love to hear from you. But Sheba, we need to wrap up over here. You've told us about how to understand our customers' needs. We need to do some research, because in anything, and research people sometimes think that research is like this overly complicated thing where you go into a library and you get but research is simple. It's just going around and writing things down. Unaona kitu unaandika. Research ni kutembea tu hivi town, unaona watu na that's research. True?
True. That's why I even chose to break it down kidogo, so that people can see it's all about taking your pen and paper and seeing and writing down what you're observing and what people are saying.
Yeah. And
keep it simple.
Keep it simple. And also talking to your customers. Kama uko na customer hapo hivyo unauzia kitu, just ask them, hey, how you doing? Make sure you try to ask 5 whys. Don't make it too obvious like wewe nini mbaya. Just ask them, hey, by how are you doing? And siko poa, mbona. Just try figure out the root cause of their problems, and maybe you can even think of a solution to their problems that they don't even know. Naweza kwambia, hii time kwanza nasikia unajua nyumba yangu iko na baridi sana, and then you bring me jackets next time, and I buy jackets. I didn't even realize that I needed jackets, and I buy them. So that's about understanding your customers' needs. Before I let you go, Sheba, you have a wealth of experience, worked at Centonomy for the longest time. You've started your own business. What are some of the things that Mimi as a layman sijakuuliza bado?
Umeniuliza maswali mengi, but there is something I want to clarify.
Yes,
in fact, I usually use this example because we are talking about the importance of understanding your customer needs. There's something I usually tell my clients in class. Charlie, a couple of years ago, let's say 20 years ago, there was no M-Pesa, right?
Yes.
Before they came, what problems did we have? What problems were we going through before that product came?
Yeah, before M-Pesa came.
What are the problems? What are the problems we were experiencing or people were experiencing then?
I guess I can say, like, when I was in primary school, we didn't have M-Pesa, and when I need to get extra pocket money from my parents, they would send it to a random cook in the school who would charge me. I'm sent 1,000 bob. The only money that gets to me is 500 bob. I'm like, but I thought alituma thao. Na ambio shh.
Exactly.
So that was the problem, getting money places, like sending money in a quick way. You remember sending money via poster? Hey.
I remember that, and you see what I wanted to show you with this example.
Yes.
Always remember, as a business owner, customers just want to get their problem fixed. So all you need to do as a business owner is ask or find out what is their problem. Is their problem sending money quickly and on time without getting into a matatu to go to wherever? Is their problem making sure that money has arrived yote nasi minus 50%?
Yeah.
And what Safaricom did is actually they thought about that's the problem, then they think about what is a solution we can offer.
Yeah.
So even for you who is watching or listening, your goal is simple, to understand what problems your people or your customers are going through, and then asking yourself, how can I solve this? Or what are the different ways that exist to solve this problem? And also, as I conclude, to remember, it's not about what you like as a business owner. It's about what your customer needs, right?
Yeah.
And it's very important to make sure you get feedback from the right people. And the right people are the people who are buying your products and the people who are buying your services. Don't go to ask questions about feedback from your auntie, your mother. They will always tell you the things you want to hear.
True.
Ask from the people who are really suffering.
Okay, so and especially I think we have to address this before we go, especially time ya corona. A lot of people have realized that wamepoteza customers maybe in the business that they are doing, wamepoteza customers. But if we follow what you said about looking around and seeing the customers you even had before, maybe their needs have changed in the way that you can provide for their needs. Venye ulisema kama kuna mtu alikuwa akipita hapo akienda kazini ananunua ka mayai ama to sausages, then you realize maybe you need to take it closer to their homes, or maybe there's another need in your capacity you can serve. Maybe anataka kuuziwa sasa mayai raw ajipikie mtaani. So I guess in this time ya corona, correct me if I'm wrong, if your business is at a place where maybe you're seeing like reduced traffic of your customers, ama it's changed in a way, maybe you need to change with your business with your focal point being what your customer needs, not what you want to do, not saying even if you ufanya na identify what your customer needs. Is that correct?
That's 100%. You're a good student, Charlie.
Thank you very much. I take notes. I take very good notes. But anyway, we need to wrap up right now and then go for the weekend. I've looked forward to this weekend. I'm telling you, it has been a long week. Wait, I know you're an expert on things financial and things client service, but let me ask you, maybe you know this. Annalisa na Ben Paul bado wako pamoja?
How did I?
Annalisa. Sorry, I'm asking everyone. I am in turmoil. They deleted photos of his, anyway, that's me. Mimi nakupenda moshene. But thank you so much, Madam Sheba. If people wakuje wenyewe watuambie kwa comments. Yes, that it was Ben Paul umesikia. Annalisa, please kujeni mtuambie. Sheba, if people want to reach you because you are the expert here, if people have some questions after this, how can they reach you? How can they reach Centonomy for any questions they want answered?
All right. For any questions you want answered, feel free to send an email, Sheba. Centonomy.com, and also we have a lot of answers on our YouTube. Please
say that again. Say that.
Centonomy YouTube. We have so many. We have actually a called for entrepreneurship only. So you may find so many of your questions there. Also go to our blog on www.centonomy.com and even our Instagram and Facebook pages. Okay.
So
we are there, we will answer you, and we can't wait to support you in your wealth creation journey, and super excited to work with communities.
Excellent. Asante Sarah Sheba. I'm going to let you go enjoy your weekend. Have an amazing weekend, and thank you so much for helping us right here on the Safaricom live chat. Asante sana. Okay, and also, asante to you for watching. We've come to the end of another amazing episode. Thank you guys so much. I can't appreciate you guys enough for tuning in we do this every 4 weeks, I believe. My producer is telling me that every 4 weeks, we hold these sessions to help you to #do more with M-Pesa. Whatever it is you do in your business, we are holding this webinar, this Safaricom live chat every so often to help you do more with your business. Remember, #do more with M-Pesa, *234# to be able to register with that business still and to do more with M-Pesa. But asante sana for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Share. I have been your host, Charlie Karomi. Asante sana for joining us. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
I think I was just